Hi everybody. So today's video on ZBrush interface part 2, and this is really important video for newcomers to learn that how the ZBrush environment is built and train yourself to get familiar with it. I just hide this slide box by pressing comma key as I tell you in previous video. So when you press left key in canvas accidentally or try to do anything, this will happen. Like that. You will wondering what is this? Because ZBrush starts at 2.5D program and later evolve as 3D sculpting program. So that's why you have 3D meshes there and 2.5D meshes there. But we did not go in 2.5D brushes right now. Let me bring a sphere from here. So you are thinking, what is ZBrush doing? Because these are not 3D meshes right now, I cannot rotate them. I don't want you to confuse with this, but we want to clear this clutter. So now it's time to clear workspace. When you make these accidental things here, for that the shortcut is Ctrl N. So again Ctrl N. So let's start with this palette on right side, which is tool palette. This is the most important palette as it is place to open or save your ZBrush files. You can expand or collapse by left click on it. So if you have ever opened any 3D software, we consider our models as objects and meshes. But in ZBrush, object or meshes means tools. This can be little bit confusing for person who has been some experience in working 3D softwares. So in any 3D package, you use to load or save objects, but in ZBrush, we save and load our tools. So this is the place where you load your previously saved ZBrush files. And this is the place to save your ZBrush file referred as save tool. You can also save and load documents from here. That saves lot of other things and settings in ZBrush, but we cover that in later videos. So for now we just want to saving and loading our tools, which means meshes. You can also copy tool. Next one comes import, which means to import files from other 3D packages that are compatible with ZBrush, most likely OBJ and FBX. You can press this button and browse for compatible files to import in ZBrush. And the next one is export, which means to export ZBrush files that are compatible to other 3D packages so we can animate them and rig them in that software. The next big thing is tools and primitives. So here are the things available in ZBrush by default. So you can make things right in ZBrush without importing anything. So these are the default primitives. You also notice if I move my mouse outside any palette, it disappears. So make sure your mouse is inside the palette to stay in the menu, otherwise it disappears. So here are 3D meshes, and these are pre-made primitives that come with ZBrush by default that we can use to start sculpting. So for now we start with sphere. Or you can start with from cone or cube. So this is the area where previously selected or imported tools docked. So sometime it becomes clutter here and you find yourself lost. Just click on this R button so it clear all your tools and give you default primitives. So now starting with cone, as I want you to learn rotate around the object, and sphere is not good primitive to rotate around as it is same from all sides. So selecting cone from here. So when you start, just left click and start dragging, and the scale of the cone also affects, but it does not affect scale and rotation of anything in 3D space. Just make a medium size object like this, but you are still in 2.5D mode. What does that mean? That means when I just left click and start to rotate around the object, I am not able to do that. You just see it will make more and more triangle in the canvas. So it means we are still not entering three-dimensional spectrum of ZBrush. Okay, it is really important to remember that once you select the primitive, when you draw in the canvas, you are still not working in 3D. It really sounds weird to you, but when you do it couple of times, it becomes a natural habit to you and you don't have to think about it. So again, to clear my canvas, I just press Ctrl N. So what you're gonna do is that just drag the primitive with left click until you get medium size primitive. And then you have to go in edit mode by pressing this button. So when you press edit button and left click and drag in canvas, you see we just entered in 3 dimension of ZBrush. So now I am dealing with 3D object. So again select your primitive, draw it on canvas and then press on edit button. And that's it. That all you have to do to start sculpting in ZBrush. So bye, we start sculpting in next video.